Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Ways Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.
Hello and welcome to What Are You Saying? #Ways, where we talk about topics in the news as it affects us all. I am Sayuame Sale and I have not slept in 3 days. Hi, Glory. Glory is live with me in studio. How are you?
I'm fine. So why have you not slept in 3 days?
So when I have projects that I'm handling, like my brain goes on what do they call it, overdrive. So it's constantly thinking strategy. So I'll be inside the middle of sleep. I'll wake up. I'll be thinking.
Sometimes you're sleeping where your brain is
Writing
not shutting
strategies
down.
down. Ah, God, I beg. Whoa. I need to use this weekend to literally sleep. Like my eyes is shutting down. That's how tired I am. But hey, we're here. How did your week go? How
Pretty
is
much
Lagos? Lagos driving.
big, tiring, stressful. So yesterday I had to come all the way to the island. I had a seminar yesterday, mini like workshop, investor sort of program. It was quite interesting, but like just the thought of me having to drive all the way again, go back, still come again today. It's like, oh my God, people who do this every day, I don't know where to get the energy from.
You will
It's
be
just,
alright. We're
God,
doing you a cab.
God help me.
I think Norma is supposed to be on with us via Zoom. Norma, are you there?
Can you
Oh,
hear me?
yes, we can
Hi,
hear you now. Hi, Norma, how are you?
hi, good evening. I'm well.
How is
I
your
literally
week?
just, I literally just jumped out of a class and just found the nearest spot that didn't have noise and
Ew.
just plugged in. And there we were live. So you can
Oh wow.
imagine.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I hope we're not interrupting class today. Oh.
Well, I hope so too.
But how's the week been for you?
Oh, it's been laden with a lot of deliverables, a lot of things that I mean, it's amazing how much fast learning can make you accomplish. It's a lot of pushing, a lot of stretching, but God is helping us. That's really what it is. God is helping
That's the
us
thing.
because if I was doing this in my own strength, I don't know. I would have
Well,
crashed by now.
I literally had to tell my team members if you want to fall sick now. If you want to do it now because in another 1 or 2 weeks we will not have the luxury to even say you want to you want to be sick. Oh God, you know how you pray for things and the things come and it's like, hey, work don't start. Well, that's the exciting thing about me. I actually enjoy work. I don't know how people just be living, waking up every day and I can't do baby girl life. Oh. I like work. I like things that challenges me to think. I like those kind of things. So when I see those kind of projects like this, my body will just be torturing me. So it's a good feeling. I'm excited about it. I'm happy, but at the same time, I need to learn how to like
Balance
prioritize
it, yeah.
sleep because sleep is very important. All right, so if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I'm going to be very sleepy today. Please go on our YouTube page now at Official Upgrade TV and subscribe. Click the link and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tonight, we saw a very disturbing video on social media, and it was about the former Big Brother Naija housemate, Karen. Right? She was asking people to go fund something, and of course, provided a GoFundMe account for them to pay. So we thought to have the question, the conversation around, since it's our SME, we did talk money matter on Friday. So how does financial literacy shape our lives, right? And on that note, here's what we found as today's quote. It says, the number one problem in today's generation and economy is the lack of financial literacy. It's that simple. Honestly, people don't have, even me, I'm still struggling, you understand, because there are some sacrosanct financial habits. If you really want to sustain wealth, you must practice. So I find myself fighting myself. So this is a big conversation to have. And of course, when we open our phone lines, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But first, let's run off on a break. When we come back from that break, we want to see what we found in today's news. Jim.
One of our major problems as Nigerians is we the Nigerians. So the fact that we don't care or love ourselves, we don't care or love our country, we have no loyalty to anyone. We always, and when we have issues in Nigeria, when issues come up, we throw the religious and ethnic, cards to suit our personal and selfish desires. When it comes to election, you are my brother. But when I get into government and I'm eating, I don't try to bring you who is educated and fit for the position, but rather I'll give it to someone who will give me a cut. So we do all these things for selfish desires. And that is how we've gotten to where we are. Because if you are not able to be honest and have high morals and integrity, when it gets to the point of also, when you have stained your hands, it now becomes almost impossible for you to be the same person who will sit on that seat and be part of a committee that they will put together to persecute someone because your hands are dirty.
World Animal Day is celebrated on the 4th of October every year. It's a day dedicated to raising awareness about animals, animal rights and welfare, highlighting the importance of protecting animals and their habitats. Founded in 1931 at a reference of ecologists in Florence, Italy, it aims to promote the status of animals and encourage their protections across the globe. Various events are organized worldwide, including educational programs, fundraising activities for animal shelters, and community outreach to promote compassion towards animals. So it's a great opportunity to reflect on how we can support animal welfare and conservation efforts in our own communities. So yeah, how much do you look at me? How much preservation do you do towards our wonderful animals that preserve the planet?
I mean, I frown against anything brutality, be it animal or whatsoever it is. So, I mean, I don't have pets per se, but I know I would like to have a dog someday.
You dog?
Someday,
You didn't strike me like a dog lover.
I mean, like the little chihuahua, all those things, yeah.
It's all right. When a chihuahua.
So yeah, I think there's just brutality for me, irrespective of what's involved. It's not something that should be permitted when it comes to animals, and especially for, I think this day is very important for we Africans, because there are some people that will see dog and be seeing pepper soup. Or like
animal cruelty is a big deal. It's
Yeah.
a very big deal, honestly. And I can't even these days is really getting. I'm getting a lot more. How do I put it? Eating beef. It's just anything meat, protein. I just these days, because I think of something,
I mean, like,
I get easily irritated. God help me. Norma Efanga, what did you find for us in the news today?
reminded of growing up with our station dogs, Caesar and Max, and it was quite an interesting experience. But as an older person, I said, I'm not going to have an extra child to take care of. But moving away from that very quickly, I found in the news that the cost of healthy diet has risen by 2.28%. And this statistics comes from the National Bureau of Statistics. So the news has it, the story has it that the cost of maintaining a healthy diet has really put a strain on Nigerians. It has increased as much as 1,255 naira is what one has to put in to be able to have a daily healthy diet. And this is compared to 982 naira, which was the statistics as in the first quarter of 2024. So as of August this year, it's risen up to 1,255. And these animal sources account for the 37% of total cost of healthy diet. And they range from the legumes, the nuts, the seeds, starchy staples, and vegetables. These costs have risen compared to Ogun State. I think Ogun State, Lagos, and River State are the highest so far. Ogun State is about 1,641, while the lowest states that have numbers are Katsina, Sokoto, and Kaduna, having Katsina as the lowest. I think for me, it tells that, we are really in critical times in Nigeria, and it's really something that we need to take care of, because we have been saying, oh, be healthy, eat well, but even eating well is now a challenge. So if you wanted to go on a healthy diet so that you can live long, you are faced with 1,255 naira to deal with on a daily. And if you check it with minimum wage, if you check it with average salary of a Nigerian, it's not feasible. So it's something that the government really needs to look into. And if not, because people are going, as bread itself is as expensive as we know. So you can imagine going from just having starchy foods to adding vegetables and things that are more healthy. It's something
okay.
that we really look into
Definitely.
as a nation. Yeah.
Definitely. Let me come to you, Glory. What did you find first in the news?
It's about the NYSC COP members. So we have reports saying that the recently increased allowances was not implemented as we anticipated, and most COP members are not happy about it. Some of them have taken to social media to express their grievances. So it reads that tears and wailing all over Nigeria as Tinubu's government, I don't know why they had to specify, Tinubu's government pays NYSC COP members 33,000 for September, not 77,000, despite approved increase. But aside taking this, I want to read a comment. I don't know how accurate this, but this commenter said something was approved on the 24th. Meanwhile, pay slip is sent before 15th. You should know it can't work until the next month. So this commenter is basically saying that this was just approved on the 24th. So pay slip, before this approval came in, they've already sent like pay slip. So it's not something which you should expect implementation in September.
So the ideal thing to do as a government, when you announce that, oh, there's an increment of 77,000 naira, right, you should say that will take effect in the month of October. It's a simple thing, so there are no expectations. You understand?
Yeah.
It is just, for me, I think there's a huge lack of effective communication. You understand? Just communicate effectively. You have announced that, okay, 77,000 will be paid. Why don't you give the date it will take effect? I mean, when you receive letter, and they tell you that, oh, your salary has been increased, they will tell you when it will take effect. So, I mean, so that's why sometimes I feel like our president just likes to make pronunciations to make people happy. But we should move past that, you understand? Let us see the feasibility. How will it work? Okay, I've announced it. When will it happen? That would have just solved this problem.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'll take my story. I apologize for saying no heaven without tithe. Hey, our daddy Gio, I think it's time for him to just take a break of, holding the microphone, because age comes with a lot of things, right? He's not particularly a young person, but I'm happy that he's even coming out to apologize. It's not an easy thing for people in his status and caliber to do. So he had made a statement saying that that those that do not pay tithe will not go to heaven. He then came back to retract that statement to say that it was not biblical. You understand that it was not biblical. He says he apologizes and he says that the Bible did not say that for Christians, right? So I'm happy that he has come out to apologize, because there was a lot of, so this Baba, anything when you talk,
But
Nigerians, they wait for him.
But that's another thing. Like, I understand the essence of having like spiritual leaders, but that's the reason why the Bible is there and open for everyone. You need to be able to read, and I read the tithe something like I don't need a pastor or someone to make me understand the things I read.
And I need to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and again, we need to understand that with time, people's perspective change. So it's not like, and these people, even though they are spiritual, they could also be human. They could make
and
mistakes,
he's old.
so.
He's old. My grandfather at his age could not even remember things. He's old. You understand? People should just take it easy. But I'm happy.
That he's
Because
actually
coming
out.
it's good for him to come and apologize, because
yes.
again, I said to them, unfortunately, by virtue of the position that they occupy, whether they like it or not, their opinions, their actions and everything, it counts.
Yes.
So you can't be careless with your
Yes.
words. So I'm happy that he came out to apologize. So Mona, please leave our daddy Gio. Leave him alone. We'll take a break. Let's discuss financial how are we doing? Literacy,
Financial
right?
literacy.
Yes, that's the word. You're coming back. Stay with us. Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking.
It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future.
Yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you. All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, tonight on the show, we will be talking about the financial wisdom and literacy in a world where financial literacy is more critical than ever. We often hear powerful stories that highlight both the importance and the consequences of managing our finances wisely. Today, we turn our attention to a prominent example from the world of entertainment, right? The former winner of the 2011 Big Brother Africa, Karen Igbo, right? Ego, rather. Recently, Karen had shared a heartfelt video discussing her struggles with finances following her divorce. Recall that after spending 3 months in the Big Brother Naija house, instead of winning $400,000, she went home with $200,000. While her story is unique, it resonates with many who experience similar hardship. Financial literacy encompasses the knowledge and skills needed to make informed financial decision. It includes budgeting, saving, investment or investing, and understanding credit. So when individuals are equipped with these tools, they are better prepared to handle life's ups and downs, whether it's unexpected expenses, relationship changes, or even planning for the future. You'll be able to handle them. So on tonight's episode, we'll explore the key concept in financial management, and we will want to draw some lessons from Karen's experience. So I'd like to play that video just for those that have not seen the video, so you watch it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen, and this is still my shelter. This is my bed. I woke up this morning. A lot of people are saying it's not me again. I'm proving that it's me, and indeed I am homeless. And I woke up in a homeless shelter. I've been here for more than 1 year. And this is my fourth third shelter. I've been going up and down from shelter to shelter. This is my drawer. I put my clothes. When I left home, I didn't have any clothes. The police took me with my clothes are still home. I have nothing. This is all I have. So I put the same clothes that I have from yesterday, and I'm doing the video to show you guys me. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for your love and support. I thank you guys very much for being, you show me your love and your care. Please just help me out, donate to the GoFundMe that I posted, and also please be very kind in your judgment and your judgment and your comments that you post. If it's not me, I wouldn't come out. Remember, I haven't posted for 1 year, and this is my first time doing all of this. I feel kind of embarrassed doing this, but when it comes to my children, I'll do anything for them. So thank you guys. It is me. Please support me with whatever you can so I can get out there, get a place, get legal fees. Just help me out. And as you do this, I just want to thank you in advance, and may God bless all of you in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you. God bless you.
So I have so many things in my head to display now. I don't even know where to start from. Let me start from both of you because I don't know where to start from. There's so many things running in my head. The fact that this person won, because I think it was her and Uti that eventually won. They had to split the money, so it was $200,000 that she eventually went home with. There is also the fact that she had a lot going for her in terms of being the celebrity status and all of that. So what possibly would have gone wrong? So I just couldn't wrap my head around the story. So I thought instead of just, we'll talk a little bit about her, but let us focus on how do people have money 1 second, they're in wealth, they have money, they have everything, and all of a sudden they just wake up, bam, everything has disappeared. Do you understand? Was it a case of carelessness? Was it a case of lack of planning? I've had my own fair share of these things. So I would like to hear your thoughts, then I'll come to Norma, then of course I'll also share my thoughts.
It's quite, pathetic that she's in such a situation. So many things, like you said, might have gone wrong. Probably might not really be financial mismanagement. You have someone in another country who knows her immigration status or whatever. So many things could have gone wrong. So I will not really talk too much about her situation. I just hope she gets the support and the help that she needs in these trying times. So let's come back to what we're talking about, which I'm particularly really interested in, being a financial conversation. Financial literacy is basically having basic understanding of skills when it comes to some financial conversation. When we're talking about investments, we're talking about borrowing, taxes, budgeting, and all of the savings and all of that. And some people tend to think it's just a business sort of something, like you have to be so serious when it comes to having this sort of conversation business-wise, but they don't know how much you need to know it personally, because these are things which comes to play daily for you. I'll give an example. Let's take example, budgeting. Someone earning 100,000 monthly, an example, in a year, it means you're probably going to earn 1.2 million. For a business person, that's revenue. For you, that's like your income. Imagine a situation where everything being equal, you are not having, let's just assume that there's no alternative source of income. That's just basically what you're getting in a year. And you don't have knowledge of this, or you just look at 100,000, I have 100,000, oh, okay, let me do this, let me do that. You don't plan, okay, this is what I see myself getting now. Okay, which means if everything being equal, I'm able to maintain this job in a year time, it means I will have 1.2 million. Then you start planning, how do I spend within 1.2?
Your monthly expenses.
Yes, all of that. Some people don't plan like that. Okay, they've just seen 100,000. They're just spending. And sometimes, right, let me give an example. Some people are lucky enough to have people that give them. So they're able to just even they don't know they're spending above what they're actually earning. So their focus is not even on the actual income. They are just looking at all these other non-sustainable sources of income, and they're spending based off it. And when there is a situation where all of that, the people helping you, comes to an end, you find out you're stranded. You can't sustain that because your actual initial income was not able to cater for that. So having this knowledge, especially budgeting, then savings, comes to play. But so many people don't even understand those dynamics.
In this our attainable economy, hey, like all the planning, the budgeting, everything just went poof, up in smokes because nobody had anticipated that we'll be where we are today. Imagine if I had budgeted and had planned to say, okay, you know what, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. And all of a sudden, one price increment has just scattered everything for me. Do you understand? But let me hold your thoughts, then I'll come back to you. But let me come to Norma. When you saw the video of Karen, right, what came to your mind? First of all, I just saw, she was she was light-skinned, she was a lot of things. All of a sudden, why is she looking like this? You know, at first, I actually thought that, oh, did she go into drugs? Did she whatever? But she wrote on the caption that she had not done drugs, and no, she's not ill. She's just been going through a divorce. And that divorce has rendered her homeless. She said she has moved from 3 to 4 shelters. She's been homeless for a year. That is quite alarming. And for people, and this is what I say to people that live, see, I was saying to somebody, I say, you see in this Nigeria, if you and your landlord, you know, get rent, you feel toggle am. You no go pay rent for 5 years. You go still they go up and down, but you can still stay in that house. You probably just throw the case in court. It's not like that abroad. Honestly speaking, all the people that are jackpotting, it is tougher abroad, especially if you do not have a sustainable income that comes in because your bills, whether you choose to get up and work or you choose not to work, your bills will keep coming month on month. You do not, like, you don't have that luxury. So that's why I'm saying that. That's why when I saw that video, I say, hey, you not get stable source of income. You can't go they live abroad. That is double calamity. But let me hear your thoughts, Norma. When you saw that video, what came to your mind?
Oh, I was shocked beyond my marrows. First of all, I needed to watch it. I think I watched it about 3 times to determine that it was actually Karen, the Karen that we knew, the
vibrant,
boisterous personality, vibrant in Big Brother. I mean, I'm not a fan of Big Brother Naija, to be sincere, but because of, you know, the way Karen was, I actually followed that particular episode, a season of Big Brother Naija. Because of her personality, it's very easy. And then when if I'm very correct, she had some cancer situation?
Yeah, I think so.
So she's been through life's challenges per se, and now through a divorce. It was a lot to take in all at once, and to find out that she's homeless as well. So it can be very confusing at first, because you're wondering what could have actually gone wrong in this situation. For her, maybe the divorce process didn't go well, and she found herself in a situation, because she said the police actually escorted her out of the premises. So it wasn't something she was prepared for. And that is instructive for me personally, because things happen. They say one of the proverbs that we knew growing up. They said, no condition is permanent. So if you have that at the back of your mind, you know that anything can happen at any time. How prepared are we as individuals financially? You had mentioned earlier that anything, things happen in life. You don't get permission to actually have situations happen to you, but you can start or have a head start for those situations by preparing yourself. And in this case, we're talking about finances. Glory, you really captured it when you said a lot of people, you just see 100,000 in your account and you're like, wow, I have money. And then we know that song by, what's his name? I can't, Sean, that said, big money, more money, more problems, right? You have money and you just suddenly realize that your problems double at the end of the day. So having a head start is, first of all, taking a pause. I know our mentor, RDJ, God rest his soul, used to say, to err is human, but to pause is divine. Being able to take that breather, first of all, to say, okay, I have this thing now. Don't start with, oh, there's this bill, there's that bill, there's that bill. It's first of all, how can I plan this money? Because with the economy that we have found ourselves now, is even more difficult to do.
Norma, let me confess. Let me help you. Wait, calm down. Let me confess. Before now, if I just hear say, I will credit you. I'm not getting the money.
You've already spent the money, Abby.
I don't spend the money if I just hear that I will. Before now, I was Franca was saying it yesterday that I used to give money. I said, but now that salary is coming month on month, salary will help you learn financial literacy, whether you like it or not.
The reality of where we are today, it has become even more paramount to take that pause and be like, wait, I don't have money yet, until XYZ has taken place. And that is where a lot of us find very difficult. You said that, those living abroad, that it's even expounded it's magnified to 100. Because 1 minute you see people, you're having conversations with people, you say, oh, I was this and so executive, I was working here, and then suddenly I experienced bankruptcy, and now I'm living out of my car. This is the experience that a lot of people have found themselves in just because they were not able to take that pause. So more than anything and more than ever now, in the situation that we found ourselves in our country or wherever we are, it's very, very important to know, what do I have? What are my problems? What is the priority? What is the hierarchy of importance to the things that I need to? Because that's another thing. A lot of times you find out that when you do a stock, take stock of what you've used the money for, you will find out that there's a lot of rubbish, lot of things that you have no business.
Norma, see, I'm going to break some tables today. You see all these BBA girls on social media, they look there, they shake my head. Because now they are living the lives. They are going on private jets. You see them posting pictures in fancy places, doing all of those things. I can tell you for free. You see the way Glory said that if the people that are giving you money, if they just lock that tap, give those people, in fact, if they can survive 1 month, it means they are even good. Because why? A lot of these kinds of income, right? The way it comes, that is how it goes. And I don't understand. And this is, it's not even right now. See, when she was talking, I actually was pointing out a few things. You understand? Even this GoFundMe thing that they have said, oh, they want to go and raise. How sustainable is that? Because do you know what $200,000 is? You want $200,000. Do you understand? Do you know what that is in terms of the kind of investment you would have done? I remember when my sister just finished university, right? When she first met her husband. Oil and gas, expatriate, one. I told her, auntie, come, sit down. What they did not teach me, you understand? I had to teach her. I said, auntie, any money you have, go and buy property. You understand? Because he wanted to buy a very big luxury car. I said, no, it was a Kia Soul. She was driving before she now finally moved, abroad. I said, buy that small car, buy houses. So because of that now, she has houses that she has bought. Do you understand what I'm saying? She has property, she has everything. So whether we like it or not, in the story, this is not to criticize her and maybe shame her or something, or what do they call it, money shame her or whatever. But we need to learn that you see all these things, lottery winners, people that do all these betting things, you understand, you find it happen because all of a sudden you won 100 million, your brain is rushing like that. You don't. So now I used to say that I'm looking for sugar daddy. You give me sugar daddy now, this is the sugar daddy that will run away, because the kind of bill I will give you, the things I need money for. I say all these girls that are doing sugar daddy because they want to fly business class, they want to go to Dubai, they don't get any. That's nonsense. You want to buy designer bag, designer sugar daddy, come to me. I know what to use your money for. So it is the consciousness of understanding that you must continue to make investments. I remember somebody had come into our office, and the other person said, Uwa, even if I had the money, I will not do what you are doing. Do you understand?
Imagine.
Because guess what? Everybody just want to live for the now. Let us enjoy. Let us do this. Do you know, going out to go and buy a drink, to even buy food outside, it pinch me for body. Food. You understand? I would rather cook my food inside the house and bring it, because the cost is crazy. Do you understand? So if you understand that consciousness, that you're supposed to be investing your money. I don't have designer bag, designer shoe. I don't wear those things. You see me on my sneakers, on my jeans, I'm good. You understand? And I'm not pressured. If you don't want me in your event with my jeans and my t-shirt, I will go to my house and go and sleep. Because it's even costing me more money to come to your event. So I think it is this, I want to belong to society, I want to do this, I want to do that. And where it is even worse is the fact that you dare not try it abroad. Because abroad, they will kick you out. No landlord want to be... You can beg landlords here in Nigeria. They will say, landlord, I just lost my job. I beg, this is that. You can go and even look for family members, stay with, and all of that. But you don't have all of those things now. So, do you understand? So, that's why for me, when I saw those things, they were red flags for me. How can you be homeless for 1 year? Do you understand? It means that maybe she had never ever thought about going to go and learn a skill. I know a lot of people that are learning skills abroad. If it is clinical research, Norma has done how many degrees now? She's still counting. Do you understand? It is in the bid to have different kinds of skills. So wherever the opportunities come, you can jump on it. So you can't just fold your arms. And, again, another critical thing before I will shut up, so that I'll let you people talk. Marriage. You understand? You are in a marriage. You cannot do like, it is only... You have to be independent in your thinking, and you need to understand that anything can go wrong because the person is a human being you're dealing with. Anything can go wrong in that marriage. And this is what has happened. Somebody that you were first of all lovers and everything, all of a sudden, to the extent that police escorted you out of your house. That means there's real serious problem there. So a lot of people need to just understand that when it comes to finances, there are so many critical decisions that must be taken. You see, they say it's either you pay now and suffer later. You pay now and play later. Or you play now and pay later. Anyhow it goes, you will still be paying. So it's the wise decision for every human being is that pay when you still have the energy, you still have the mental capacity, you are still able to do a lot of things, to get money. Pay it then, so that you can be playing. People invest and they retire at 40, and they will never suffer because they have several investments. So let me just take a pause. I will take a pause. We'll come back, we'll open the phone lines, and we'll also take Norma and Glory. That time I will not say anything again. I promise. Stay with us. All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, we're having a conversation around the video that we saw, the very disturbing video of the Big Brother Naija ex-housemate Karen, and how we're asking, how does financial literacy shape our lives? I think Glory and Norma, over to you guys. Norma, do you want to go first? Then I'll come back to Glory.
Okay. Well, I'm still reeling from this news from Karen. It's just so heartbreaking. that to be exposed to such an amazing opportunity to grow oneself and to find yourself how many years down the line in almost like the lowest of the low. And it's very instructive, like I said earlier, that we need to, the need to be financially intelligent or to have financial intelligence has become more critical today.
Just about when we're about to hear personal story. Okay, so we'll try to connect with Norma back. Glory, quickly, what do you think?
Like you've rightly said, let me go back to the aspect of savings. I believe savings, there are some people that are, it's not in them, right? But this is a habit you can build over time, right? Savings, there are two things. If you're not able to upscale your income stream, your streams of income, then you should be able to hold on to savings because that's, they are going through, companies do have their life circle, boom period, down period, and all of that. A wise company that's financially literate, that have like financial experts out there, they know how to curtail those sort of situations, and that all depends on, number one, your mindset, right? The saying goes, nothing really lasts forever. Same way the good times, you probably have rough times. The rough times will not last. So if you're earning a particular amount of income, then during like period like this where there's inflation and all of this, really look within. What are those things you can cut down, for the meantime, so that you can still stay within? Because there's nothing really extraordinary about it. If you're spending more than what you're getting, it's not sustainable. That's just it.
And you will suffer for it.
Yes, you will suffer
Norma,
for
you were
it.
about to share your own personal story, but let me quickly call, I'll open our phone lines. The numbers to call are 07025 007749, that's the number, or 07014242420, or you can send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 08180384663. Let's hear your own story on financial literacy. Norma, let me hear your story, your personal story. Did we lose her again? Oh, wow. Okay, so I was going to say to you. Okay, Norma, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I would continue from where Glory stopped, about being, being saving, right? And being conscious of the state you are in at any particular time. So we had our own downtime, and in the process of that, I heard my last son, we were having conversations with some family members, just checking on ourselves as to how things are. And then he mentioned, oh, we don't have any food in the house. He mentioned it to 2 or 3 of our family members, and I was laughing because I saw that it was a stress or a strain to him from what he was used to. And I had to explain that to him that, look, young man, we have to cut down on certain things because the way situation is now, currently, we have to be able to adjust. And that's just to continue from where Glory stopped, that there's that time where one has to go through an adjustment program. Because things change, situations change, things turn around, and things are not always as they are. And then you being able to adapt to the changes, financial changes per time, help you not to put yourself in a place that you experience pressure. A lot of people, like you had mentioned earlier, Ua, because of the pressure of living large and living at a certain level or status, we find ourselves pressuring ourselves to buy things and to get things that we don't need. And at the end of the day, we find ourselves in a very tight position. Times and seasons. There are times and seasons, and it's important for us to know when to do certain things. Saving is not something that we can overemphasize. The fact that you need to put away something for the rainy day is very, very key at any particular time. We had a few weeks back, some media houses here had shut down and literally taken off thousands of people. So today you have a job and tomorrow you come to the office, they say, oh, you can't log on because you are no longer working in that environment. It's not something that, if it was something that you were planning for, then you will not be caught by surprise. But I know in that situation, a lot of people found themselves in something that they didn't prepare for. So it goes back to what I had said earlier, that preparation, being able to see beyond the situations before they even come, is very key. And with regards to finances, cutting down, especially globally, the fact that things are not even the way they are. It's not just in Nigeria. All over the world, there are crises. One needs to adjust himself to be able to adapt those changes.
Okay, so I was just going to ask that, where is the role of people? You understand? Because remember what I said to you about how I put the consciousness of investment in my sister. I also remember Helen Paul. Dr. Helen Paul had come. I mean, she said it in several podcasts, several things. She also came for the Excellence in Leadership Conference last year, and she was talking about how when she started making so much money, part of the things that even helped her were the people around her. They say, oh yeah, there's one land, go and buy. There's one this, go and buy. You understand? Unlike people that you surround yourself with and everything, they're just thinking, go flenjo, let's go to club. And this is what we see. Do you know that sometimes when I see those videos of people in the club, or in, the thing with me, they do na calculation. Like, they calculate, say, this bottle, how many salaries this bottle go pay? Because it does not make any sense to me. Do you understand how you would have people around you and nobody loves you enough to tell you that, now that, because there will always be a downtime. There will always be a downtime. It's just that the way it will come for some people would be very bad. Some people, they would experience it, but because of the activities prior to that time, it will not be so much. You understand? The adjustment will just be little. You understand? That restructuring will be little. But some people will have it, they will have the heat so bad. So where is the role of the kind of people you should surround yourself with when it comes to financial literacy? Because definitely, if you carry the right people around you, you know, it means that you're securing your future.
I'll always say the quality of people you have around you also plays an important role of how far you go, right? I'm lucky to come from a very family. We are very close-knitted, and we are always there to support one another. And same thing, there was a time I started experiencing like growth in my income and everything. And see me yesterday, and almost like even me being a finance person, you know, there is this, I've forgotten how they call it. Like, you know, when there are things which you anticipate you were going to do, but you did not envision it happening so fast, and suddenly it just comes. And even you as a human, it's almost like let you just go dive in. And in that moment, you need people to bring you back and hold you, right? So people play an important role. I always say, like, if you have friends or family or people that only encourage you to do some kind of things that are not learned, that are not sustainable, they are not helping you to plan for the future, or they are not able to advise you properly or call your attention to when it's like you're going astray. You might necessarily not take every advice or everything, but like you should have people that are able to say, no, this is wrong. No, do this way. If you look at your circle and you don't have people like that, I think it's time for you to start having a rethink of the kind of people you're keeping close to you.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
Norma, how about you? What are your thoughts on the people around her?
I totally agree with Glory. Your associations determine your level of elevation in life or deflation. And if you are conscious of who you have around you, sometimes they act as that stopgap, that stop check, you know, decisions. Some of the recent decisions that we made were as a result of multiple consultations with people that we trusted and who we had seen make certain decisions and make progress. And it's like, okay, how did you do this? How did you do that? They say in the multiple of counsel that you can't go wrong. So when you surround yourself with the right counsel, it helps to guide your decision making, especially financially. Nobody's going to encourage you in the economy that we found ourselves. Oh, let's go and spend money and let's largesse and all of that. Nobody's going to do that except that person is not the right counsel. And that's where you want to ask yourself, who are you as a person? Because you attract the kind of person that you are. When you are the kind of person who doesn't have that, you might likely surround yourself with those type of people. But when you begin to ask yourself certain questions, then you will notice when there's certain kind of people that shouldn't be around you, and then you begin to move yourself away and connect with people that can make you see the future from a more productive perspective.
You know, I was just going to say that, you know how that saying that goes if you have 5 friends that are fools, you are the 6th fool. That's the same way we should also look at finances, right? If you have 5 friends that are spendthrifts, right, that are just careless with their finances, you are the 6th person. No matter how you think, oh, no, I'm different, you are the 6th person. So that's your company, right? Whoever you are surrounding yourself around. And another thing I want to just say to people that care to listen, you can go and find a project that will hook you in the throat, because as I day like this now, I get plenty things where they hook me. That is my own reality check. If I remember school fees, if I remember office bills, I go say is this plate of rice and pomon, is it necessary? It's not necessary. Remove it. It's so bad that I calculate things in salaries. If somebody comes and says, "Uwa, buy this ashwebi," I go look at ashwebi. How many salary that ashwebi won't pay? I'm so bad now. My friend will say, "Uwa, you have changed." I say, don't worry. When you are inside the shoes that I'm in, you will change. I cannot be doing. I said before, if I just hear, expect payment on Monday, I don't call all the people I want to call. Say, hey, that thing I said that you should keep for me. Well, I don't order before the money will enter my account. But now I'm a lot more conscious. So, I mean, I'm just trying to put it on a lighter note, right? But because part of why I'm even saying all of this is, if eventually there's a GoFundMe and a substantial amount of money is raised, right? If Karen doesn't have the consciousness of a lot of things, first of all, she needs to upskill. She needs to upskill. You need to upskill yourself, Karen, in case you see this video. Upskill yourself, like build your skill. Build something. These days, it's so easy for you to learn a skill. Build something so that you can use that, and you can gradually get, So whatever fund that is coming, even if you get a house, how long can they be paying your rent for? How long, apart from house rent, there are electricity bills, there are all the bills, light bill, water bills, and all of that. Then outside of that, you also need to eat. You need to feed on a month-on basis. So how will this GoFundMe really solve your problem? That is why I'm a believer of empowerment. And when I say empowerment, I mean real empowerment. Don't give me the fish, right? Teach me how to catch the fish, so that regardless of whether, like Glory said, if you are there tomorrow, you are not there tomorrow, I'll be able to fish. I'll be able to sell the fish, eat some, sell some, save it, plunge it back, save money. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is what empowerment really looks like. So when we upskill ourselves, we get a particular skill that somebody can see the value of that skill and give us money in exchange. Then we are ready to leave. Do you understand? Because no matter how much GoFundMe they do, I mean, for somebody to have I've never gotten $200,000 in my life. For somebody to have gotten that amount of money, you understand, and you are where you are today, it means that we have to check your financial orientation. Do you understand? We have to check it. But we have a comment.
Yes, this is from Daniel Ilo, our regular fan. He says, "Good evening, my beautiful sisters of What Are You Saying? BB Naija, Karen, how does financial literacy shape our life? Honestly speaking, after watching this video, I feel so bad. This is really heartbreaking and pathetic. I cannot imagine how an agile and vibrant person like Karen can fall from grace to grass. You ladies just hit the nail on the head. My dear beautiful sister Glory said that it is the way we make income. It is the same way it goes. That I agree. Sister Uwa said that we should not be in a hurry to jackpot because over there is not a bed of roses. We need to have a sustainable income that I agree to. How can someone who made a whooping sum of $200,000 in a reality show just fall like a pack of cards? This is really sad and disturbing. I pray that God will help her and restore her back our lost glory. Sister Uwa, you need to rest. Sister Utsi should have stood in for you.
Absolutely. I wanted us to quickly touch on something. Instant fame. Hey, wow. You just sleep. You go one place for 3 months.
You're viral.
You wake up. And this thing, this Big Brother thing, it dey affect plenty of them. Because why? Most of them don't they feel I'm a celebrity, I'm a celebrity. You never get anything that gives value in return. You understand? That's why some of them now go into all sorts of things, all in the bid to sustain it. Instant fame, normal quickly, in one minute. How do we handle that?
They say that success has many family friends, you know, and many family, brothers, sisters, but failure is an orphan. So that is a word for the wise.
Absolutely. How about you, Glory? Instant fame.
You need to harness every opportunity and like make it sustainable. Enjoy it, grab it, but like have a plan. Yeah.
Absolutely, have a plan. On that note, I'm happy to go to my bed. But before I do, ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Glory. And follow us across all our social media handles. And remember to keep on engaging on the content, right? If you missed our quote for today, here it is again. The number one problem in today's generation and economy is the lack of financial literacy. This thing not be grammar. It's just for you to know how to use your money to go and make more money. That is simple English of financial literacy. We'll see you guys on Monday as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Hey.
Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Raise Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.